The long-awaited first full-length trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day has finally dropped. This trailer completely exceeded fan expectations and showcased many exciting things. In today's video, let's talk and do a breakdown of the highlights from this brand new trailer. Since 2017's Spider-Man Homecoming, Sony and Marvel Studios have collaborated on 3 films, including Far From Home and No Way Home. Sam Raimi's 2002 Spider-Man was a movie that changed my life. Although it's one of my favorite trilogies, Jon Watts' 3 films are all high quality, and looking at them as a whole, it is currently the best Spider-Man trilogy. With the release of Brand New Day, we'll be talking about a quadrilogy rather than just a trilogy. Perhaps after the release of Beyond the Spider-Verse, we might even call Spider-Man the best trilogy again. Either way, this movie is the last MCU film before Avengers Doomsday. Before the massive multiverse-scale battle in Doomsday, we'll get to see a more grounded version of our favorite character this summer. The movie is inspired by the comic storyline of the same name, Brand New Day. In the Civil War comics, Peter Parker takes off his mask and the whole world finds out he is Spider-Man. Following that, in the 2007 One More Day storyline, Peter, having revealed himself, faces many dangers, and Aunt May ends up on the brink of death. To save Aunt May, Peter chooses the final resort, a deal with Mephisto. Mephisto brings Aunt May back to life, and in return, he wants to destroy Peter's love and happiness to feed on it. In other words, Peter Parker trades his marriage to Mary Jane Watson. As a result, Peter Parker and Mary Jane's marriage is completely erased from reality. Aunt May survives, and the memory of Spider-Man being Peter Parker is wiped clean. However, Mephisto's other plans are revealed later. Since I'm about to digress too much, let's leave it there. The Brand New Day arc begins after this storyline, showing us the street-level, lonely, exhausted, and loser Peter Parker we know so well, starting his life completely fresh. Similarly, at the end of No Way Home, Doctor Strange used a spell to make everyone forget Peter's secret. Everyone from the world to even Mary Jane forgot him. In the Brand New Day movie, just like in the comics, he's got his secret identity back, but we'll witness the new life of a lonely Spider-Man who sacrificed his love and happiness. Honestly, who wouldn't like such a version? In the first 2 movies, our high schooler Peter was completely dependent on Tony Stark. But in the 3rd movie, he overcame everything without him for the first time. After losing Aunt May, he realized that with great power comes great responsibility. Therefore, this time we will definitely see a more mature Peter, even though he's alone. The events in No Way Home took place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in 2024. This can be seen from the stone on Aunt May's grave. So the events in Brand New Day can be estimated to take place at least 2 to 4 years after that. As for the trailer, it shows Peter starting his new life, attending university and doing his friendly neighborhood Spider-Man job, appearing very busy, tired, and exhausted. Some parts might be flashbacks. One example is the shots paying homage to famous comic covers. First, of course, is the iconic cover of Amazing Fantasy number 15, the first appearance of Spider-Man. There are scenes of him fighting Rhino from Spider-Man number 345, scenes from Spectacular Spider-Man issues fighting Tarantula, and scenes fighting Sandman. Also, Scorpion, who is teased in Homecoming, seems to be returning. Regarding the suit, it had a tech vibe similar to Vulture and Shocker. As for Kraven the Hunter, our fans know he's directly connected to characters like Daredevil and Punisher. Daredevil, Matt Murdock, already appeared in No Way Home, and now the Punisher is entering Brand New Day. Those who have seen the Punisher series know how much he swears, so Spidey covering Punisher's mouth before he finishes a curse word is a funny moment. Regarding the plot, it takes place after the Daredevil Born Again series, so it's interesting to see where Wilson Fisk is and what he's doing. Fans also speculate that Daredevil might appear in the movie, although actor Charlie Cox denied it. Who knows, he might be lying. Besides famous comic scenes, parts inspired by Spider-Verse appeared in the trailer. The scene of Miles and Gwen sitting upside down and across the Spider-Verse was depicted with Peter sitting alone and sad. His fall from the roof also looks very similar to the scene where Miles accepts being Spider-Man, though Peter's feels much sadder. The most important thing in the trailer is the change in Spider-Man. Peter faints and wakes up in a web cocoon. This time, even though he falls without web shooters, he attaches himself by producing organic webs just like Tobey Maguire. This new organic webbing is much more powerful, showing him doing a web slingshot strong enough to snap a katana. Some guess the part where Peter's eyes turn black means he's turning into Man-Spider. This could be linked to Peter meeting Bruce Banner, who says his DNA is mutating dangerously. Also, the trailer shows his spider sense has improved significantly. Interestingly, other than Tony Stark's funeral, Bruce and Peter have never been in a scene together. But remember, at the funeral, it wasn't Bruce himself, but the Hulk controlling the body. So even if Bruce doesn't recognize him, Hulk might. That's probably why the part where Bruce asks for his name again was included. In the university scene, Peter is wearing an ESU hoodie, which stands for Empire State University. Bruce Banner is also seen wearing the device from She-Hulk to control the Hulk. His lesson to students is related to quantum physics, which we know will be vital for Doomsday. The trailer mentions that spiders have 3 life cycles: egg, spiderling, and adult. In Homecoming, Spider-Man was in his egg stage. In Far From Home, he was still raw. After the events of No Way Home, in Brand New Day, he is finally reaching the adult stage, both as a hero and as a man. Fans link the eyes turning black to the other storyline, where Peter undergoes a terrifying transformation. He eventually emerges from a cocoon, even more powerful, with organic webs. Most people know Sadie Sink is in this movie. While theories like Gwen Stacy or Shatra were floating around, the trailer further confirms she might be a young Jean Grey due to the telepathic powers shown. She appears to be imprisoned, possibly by damage control. It seems the Multiverse Saga will end with Doomsday and lead into a Mutant saga. If the new X-Men consist of young mutants, Sadie Sink as Jean Grey becomes very plausible. Even if X-Men haven't fully appeared in the main MCU yet, the concept of mutation is already here. Another theory is that the spider god Shatra will appear, linking back to the spider life cycles. I've talked about Shatra in a previous video, so check that out. Either way, the first full trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day was really cool. Plus, with the Shang-Chi director on board, I'm confident the action will be top tier. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe. To support the channel, you can send a donation to the account below. See you in the next one.